their maiden entry into not only the semi-final earlier and then in the final today. And what a climax indeed for this final match with the Netherlands again back-to-back 2 times runners-up. Remember in 2014, the last time around, they had been beaten by Australia in the final at The Hague. And here at Bhubaneswar, well, they've had to bite the dust, so to speak, against the debutants, the team from Belgium. And they become the 6th team to put their name on that lovely trophy. Pakistan have won this tournament trophy 4 times, and then 3 apiece for Holland and for the team from Australia. And then there have been 2 times winners in Germany. India have won that trophy once in 1975. And today, a red letter day for the Red Lions of Belgium, as they're called, as they put their name onto that glittering trophy. Lovely ending as far as the tournament was concerned. It had to go into the shootout. Everything went to plan, and then 2-2 at the end of the stipulated 5 attempts each, then till that literal tiebreaker came, and Hertzberger blew it up for the Dutch.
Well, I mean, something had to give. It was that stage that something has to give, and unfortunately for the Dutch, their most prolific goal scorer, Jeroen Hertzberger, he made a mess of it, and that was it. We have a new champion, Belgium.
Yes, absolutely. And when we talk, you spoke about Jeroen Hertzberger, very experienced player, striker from Rotterdam, and Rotterdam and Belgium not too far away, right? And irony there for him. But Hertzberger in the shootout yesterday, when they played and beat the Australians, he got 2 out of 2. Today, he got his first one going, and we all thought perhaps he would be able to bring parity around again, but he couldn't beat the Belgian goalkeeper, Vincent van Asch.
Well, I think 8 times out of 10 in this kind of a situation, you would go with Hertzberger. And I think the Dutch coach made the right call, Max Caldas, that his most experienced, most prolific scorer should be there. Give it to Hertzberger, and Hertzberger nearly got it, had the right idea, except that he was let down by the first touch. When he pushed it to the right of the goalkeeper, just tapped it up a wee bit too hard, so had to take that extra half step before taking the reverse hit, and that's why the angle took it above the goal. I mean, these things happen.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But as far as the crowds were concerned, those of you who must have watched this live telecast as well will cherish those moments, will really look forward or look back really when you see and analyze the match. These European style of hockey that we have known up and we were growing up, more defensive, very compact. Now it has got that lot of aggression to it, apart from the tactical defenses. Very little to choose between the 2 teams, and the possessions were nearly 50% each. As far as penalty corners were concerned, Ravi was talking about penalty corner maybe the decisive factor. It didn't happen. 2 penalty corners came to the Dutch, and well, we didn't see Mink van der Weyden convert any of those. And from the other side, for Belgium, they never got a single strike at the penalty corner, and I'm sure Alexander Hendricks would be disappointed if he would have got a chance. Maybe he would have converted. But nevertheless, he, along with Blake Gowers, was the leading goal scorer of the tournament, 7 goals apiece. But eventually, it was the goalkeepers who really mattered. It was Vincent van Asch of Belgium, and you had Permin Black from the Netherlands. Very high quality, high-octane final.
Well, I think there was very little to choose between the goalkeepers as well. Both of them top-class performers. During the match, they didn't have much to do, but then everything boiled down to their hard work, their anticipation, and in the end, Van Asch came up trumps, and Belgium are the new World Cup champions. I would say one thing, that Van Asch, when he was attacking those, he had a lot of purpose when he was defending the penalty shootouts, and that showed in the defense. He was always pushing the Dutch forwards wide, force them to get into awkward positions before they could make the final hit, and that's how he was able to make the saves.
Yes, exactly. And also, well, full credit going to the match winner, Florent Van Obel. The way he got on to that last strike and got the victory for the Belgians, the 27-year-old who plays for KHC Dragons in the Belgian League. Well, it's going to be a historic day for him all his life, that he was the man who snatched the victory from the Dutch. Mind you, the Dutch had taken a 2-0 lead in the tiebreak, in the shootout, and eventually, well, the last laugh was with the Belgians as they romped home winners, the sixth country to stamp their superiority in global hockey as far as the World Cup is concerned. And as far as Holland is concerned, fourth time unlucky, beaten in the final. Of course, they've been 3 times winners, but unfortunate for them once again, and it was high quality play. But for the Dutch, of course, 1978 in Buenos Aires, they lost to Pakistan in the final. Then in 1994, they were beaten in the shootout again against Pakistan at Sydney. And the last time before today, of course, was in 2014 at their home venue at The Hague, when they lost to Australia, and today they've had to bite the dust once again. But good news for Belgium, ranked world number 3, and I'm sure when the FIH rankings will be formulated after the end of the tournament, when they formalize that, I'm sure that number 3 would probably increase to number 2. Argentina, who were number 2 in the world, will probably come down. I'm not so sure about Australia, will perhaps be continuing number 1, but definitely there will be a little bit of movement and shaking in the FIH rankings. But it speaks very, very well and very highly of the Belgians, the commitment that they've shown all these last few years. They missed out on the Olympic gold medal in 2016 at Rio, but today they've gone one step back. After all, world champion and a gold medal. Well, what more? 4 years, you will be the defending champions.
Well, nothing to take away from the Belgian victory. They fought and fought hard every step of the way. They matched the Dutch move to move, were attacking, they had their chances, were denied by Prem Block. On the other hand, they defended very well. Did they give away 2 penalty corners? One I thought was a very tough one, but nothing to take away from their victory. They are fully deserving of this World Cup. Only unbeaten team in the tournament, and that really shows in their performance right till the end.
Yes, absolutely. And how much does it add to the sport in their country is something we will see, because the last 5 odd years they've done brilliantly well. They've been very, very steady. The graph has been on the incline, and now they're here to stay as one of the formidable global hockey powers, Ravi.
Well, I think they are taking the place of Spain as the threatening trio from Europe, along with Germany and the Netherlands. There's
and
nothing.
Let's not forget France also done very well. Ireland has been also up and coming.
Well, they are up and coming, but they are not really top-class material just yet. But Belgium has shown that the silver medal in Rio was not a fluke. It's not a flash in the pan. They came here, they made it to the final and went all the way.
Absolutely. And now very quickly, well, the standings, the final one as they remained, well, with Belgium getting number 1, number 2 coming to Holland, and Australia number 3, Germany, England 4, and the 5th position went to Germany. India finishing 6th, 3 better than what they did in 2014. And then, of course, you had Argentina, France, New Zealand, China coming 10th in the rankings, and then Canada, Pakistan coming down to 12, Spain 13, Ireland 14, Malaysia 15, and the wooden spoonists, or at the bottom of the table, the Republic of South Africa. So that's how it's all ended at Bhubaneswar with the 14th Men's Hockey World Cup. And we certainly hope that you enjoyed watching these telecasts which DD Sports brought to you from Bhubaneswar. And all these days we've seen some quality hockey played, which will be cherished and remembered for a long, long time. So from me and Ravi, it's goodbye.